Kia ora, hello, welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you to everyone that's here. Hey, big shout out to Joel, first in chat. Great to have you here, mate. So we're back on Estância São, and I've got to try and remember what we got up to. I think we'd planted a whole field of black beans, or a couple of fields. Now, pH is bad. So I probably need to sort out the pH. What else do we have to do? Just trying to remember. Okay, and this is just got, I think this is just cover crop in here. Big fields. So yeah, hope everyone is having a fantastic Saturday. Great to have you all here. Big shout out, big welcome to all those on our vertical stream. Thank you all for joining. Great to have you here. So yeah, this is a multiplayer map for anyone that has the Nexat and the Plains and Prairies pack. You are welcome to join if you wish. Yeah, you're having a great Saturday. Awesome. No, I'm broke. Yeah. Fair enough there. Yeah, I ended up buying a season pass, so that sort of helped a little bit. Yeah, I basically brought the season pass when I brought the game. So I wonder if I haven't planted it yet. That's why this is sitting here. Let's jump in here. And we'll change this to oilseed radish. Yeah, I regret not buying that. Yeah, fair call. It's always a bit of a gamble as to whether you're going to or not. But in the end, I figured I was probably going to end up getting the stuff anyway, no matter what it was. And I probably would have anyway if I was buying them separately, so... Hey, good morning, Cher. Welcome in. Great to have you here. Thanks for dropping into the stream yesterday, and I hope the rest of your workday went well. Ended up being a long stream, so I might have to make this one a bit of a short stream. Now, what have we got? Don't think I've got a lime wagon, so might have to look at that when I find it. That just does fertilizer. That does lime. And that one does lime. What I'm thinking I'm doing, I think I'll just customize that one. We'll add the we'll add the spreader systems. Hey, Kobe, Anarchy, welcome in. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining. Has been a while, yes. An avatar of paper magic. Good evening. Welcome in. And Joel, I've got the Highlands DLC and contemplated the pass, but thought to myself, nah, I won't use them. Yeah, and it's definitely something that I used them on the Four Fields map when they first came out, but and I used the Plains and Prairies on Judith, Montana map for a short while, but yeah, this is the first map that I've really been on that I've thought, I can use this equipment on. So it's very much a map-specific map, And because I mainly play on UK type maps, this bigger equipment just does not work on a UK type map. So, yeah, definitely. That's why when I came to this map, it was sort of like, I'm going to have to use that equipment. Make the most of it. So now I want to getting sidetracked here. Okay, so I'm going to get one of those. So you're probably thinking, why would I get one of those? It's because I'm going to have the worker buy the lime. Just going to be so much easier. It's going to require so much lime that yeah, it's going to require so much lime that it's just going to be easier to have them. Oh, looks like I've already got one. Okay, go figure. So, trouble with the Plains and Prairies pack, there's no actual PTO on that, so very limited on what you can run on it. I'll have to go with this one. It would make easy work of the fields on a UK map. Yes, except you wouldn't be able to get them to the fields. That's the problem. And Cher just thought I'd say hello yesterday. Didn't say goodbye yesterday. Hey, no, that's fine, Cher. You actually did. I missed your comments, so. But yeah, no, appreciate you jumping in. Really appreciated it. So sorry, my brain's is not with it tonight. I'm having trouble getting my brain into gear. Yeah, they're all way too big. Plains and Prairies and the Nexat is way too big for a UK map. But this map is sort of really good for it. It's nice, big, wide open spaces. I wonder what the new DLC is going to be like. Whether it'll be wide open spaces as well or not. Don't know. The rest of your day was boring. Had to do stock check. Yeah, I hated having to do stock check. Had to do it every month at a place I worked at. It was painful. And Shane, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Let's check the settings because I want the worker to buy fertilizer. Yep. Okay. And we'll get these fields limed. Just like the stream, awesome. Thanks for that, Shane. What part of the UK is this map meant to be part of? Kobe Anarchy, this is not part of the UK. This is actually a Brazilian map. But the maps I usually play on are UK maps. This is a bit different. So this map is set in Brazil, hence the red colouring of the dirt and the wide open spaces. But yeah, so sorry if I put you wrong there. I usually play on UK maps, but not this time. And Avatar of Paper Magic, the DLC will have wide open space sections, will cater to everyone, as Giants try to with all maps they make, except Kinlake. Can't really make it huge. No, you can't make an English map huge. And share, you've already hit the like button. Awesome. Thank you for that, share. Yeah, about to say, doesn't look like a UK map. You'd be quite right there, Kobe. Hey, the herd, welcome in. Just about to head to work. Just wanted to drop in and say hi. Hope you have a great stream. Hit the like and subscribe buttons for Kiwi. Yeah. And do the same for the herd. And yeah, let's because great things are about to happen on Herd's channel. Great things have already happened on Herd's channel, but great things are about to happen. So yeah, be sure to go over there and give him some support as well. Yeah, already done both. Awesome there, Joel. All right, that one could take a while, so we'll just let them do their thing and see how our other job is doing. So I'm not going to bother doing the rolling on this one, seeing it's just cover crop. You would have posted others, but had problems. Oh, sorry to hear that, Shia. Yeah, I enjoyed the one video that you put up there. Thank you, the herd. Appreciate that. And yeah, I hope things go well for work for you. Yes, I did leave a like, but I couldn't leave a comment. So yeah, what I like about this map is that's actually the edge of the map, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the detail of playable areas, but it still looks good. Yeah, level of details playing up a little bit, but still looks good. Yeah, trying to sort that out. Actually, that lime in sprayers would have been good, that mod. Not too sure if that's a crossplay mod or not. No, sprayers apply lime is actually a cross-platform mod. That's interesting. I would have really thought that one. And yeah, Kobe Anarchy, UK roads are like just big stuff to fit a car, and then a huge tractor comes in the roads, then you have to back up or drive into the hedge. Yes, yes, I've seen UK roads on TV, and yeah, there's not a lot of space in them, that's for sure. Pickleman, hello, welcome in. Great to have you here. Hope your Saturday is going well. So we're just planting a cover crop into this field, and we're just putting some lime down on the other fields. Actually, I might. Yeah, I might grab this one and go and grab that other lime spreader and get it working as well. Hey Shane, today was very cold and can it please stop raining? Yes, yes, it was cold today and was a lot of rain. And we also had an earthquake at 4:50 in the morning, got woken up. So, yeah, bit of excitement. It was quite a big one, but fortunately no major damage or anything. And where we live, we were quite a distance away from the epicenter. So, yeah, but it was still big enough to feel. So, yeah, that was a bit of excitement. And share a bit cooler there today. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, and Kobe Aniki, right, got to go. Have a great night. Stay safe. Yes, will do. You too, mate. And yeah, I hope the rest of your Saturday goes well. Yeah, oh yeah, and share that night was an AM night. Awesome. Um, yes, yeah. Fortunately, where it occurred wasn't a highly populated area of New Zealand, so yeah, I haven't read of any major reports of damage or anything like that. But yeah, it was a bit of excitement. Yeah, Shane would have slept through the earthquake if my phone alarm didn't go off. Yeah, they didn't do the emergency alert there, or I didn't get any anyway. So yeah, so that didn't go off. Kiwi mate renovates. Greymouth is good. Media overdid it. Yeah, I think earthquake last night was around the central North Island. So emergency alert only goes off if it's not serious. Yes. Talking about our flooding. Oh, I haven't caught up on that one in the news. Yeah, hang on, I will tell you. With a 5.9 quake, registered as severe, but fortunately not really near any major populated areas. So, just reading through it now, just seeing if there was any major damage. Looks like there was some stuff came off shelves in shops in Taumarunui. Some glass broken and the like. So yeah, could have been much worse. Definitely could have been much worse. Oh, Shane, how do you bribe an Australian? Don't know, I've got to be careful here. There's a few Australians in here. With a 6-pack of beer and some Tim Tams. Kiwi mate renovates. It's the depth of the quake that matters most. Yeah, that's very true. And yeah, Shane, how do you bribe an Australian with a 6-pack of beer and some Tim Tams? And lots of Nightbot spam. Really will have to check my settings for Nightbot again. This is sort of our first, basically putting lime on fields that have been neglected for years. So once we've done this, we'll use a lot less lime, that's for sure. Yeah, doing another deep dive on the Falklands War, Goose Green battle mostly. Yeah, that was an interesting war. I know, it's true. Yeah, Joel, what do I do with forage? Basically, that should probably go into a clamp and ferment into silage. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so if you get the mixture wrong in TMR, it automatically defaults back to forage. So you might have to empty some of the TMR out onto the ground and just try and get the mixture right. If you have too much of one ingredient or not enough of another ingredient, it is forage. Until all the mixtures are right, then it turns into TMR. This could cost me a fortune in lime. Kiwi mate renovates. Dolomite lime is made from shells, breaks down in 3 months. The stuff most home gardeners use is made from limestone, takes 10 years to break down. Some useless information. Here we go, people. Bit of information for you. I won't say it's useless. Information is never useless. Interesting though. Hope in the next farming simulator that in Total Mix Ration you can put some of your regular crops like they do in real life. Yeah, there are mods that allow you to do it. I don't know if Farming Simulator or if Giants will do it or not. Just do, I think it's Control I and tip it out onto the ground. And you should see your bands for silage, hay and straw. And you want those to be in between the white markers. Yeah, so for your plots, use the yellow stuff, not the white stuff. Don't have much choice in this game. And share, yeah, glad we don't get earthquakes here. Yeah, totally different geology. Where New Zealand is made up of the collision between 2 fault lines. So one side of New Zealand is on the Australasian plate, the other side of New Zealand is on the Pacific plate. Says this action cannot be performed here. Okay. Maybe try moving it to a different location, because I've never really had any trouble tipping forage out onto the ground. Yeah, Share, got to go to work. Catch you tomorrow. Yep, we'll catch you tomorrow, Share. Thanks for jumping in, appreciate it. Hey, AI Farmer. Morning, how are you? Welcome in. Great to have you here. Been a while. Glad you could make it. Love the new John Deere 8RX that came out for all platforms today. Yeah, it looks like a good tractor for a John Deere. Yeah, AI Farmer, I'm doing good, thanks. Had a late stream last night. I was having so much fun on Whitcomb Park Farm. So I've sort of paid for it a bit today. Don't bounce back like I used to. Now this worker is really making a mess of this, going round in the all they had to do was just go round in a circle. Hey Shane, guessing you're not a big John Deere fan. Yeah, can't explain why. It's just when John Deere first came into the game, I know it's a big deal. You know, John Deere are huge. But I just sort of felt like it was too much of a big deal that everyone was making about it. Like, it's just a tractor. And then when I started seeing documentaries about how John Deere were trying to force farmers into only having their tractors serviced by John Deere dealers, and that they couldn't actually service it themselves on the farm, I was sort of thinking that's just not right, locking people in like that. So yeah, I wasn't entirely happy with John Deere's corporate attitude. Hey, Kiwi Mate Renovates. I've been using this chat to leak secrets to foreign entities I don't want anyone to know about. Oh, that's okay. As long as they stay for a little while and give me some view times. And if they remember to hit the like, tell them to hit that like button. That's important. Yeah, AI Farmer, John Deere, blinding, yeah. So, yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of that. I like to tinker on my own vehicles, and I wouldn't like to be told, no, you're not allowed to, otherwise we'll just lock your we'll send a lockdown code, you know? It's like, nah. Yeah, unfortunately, all tractors are getting like that because of the technology in them. Yes. Black Member, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Yeah, there's something to be said for a, albeit slightly less efficient vehicle, but one that was simple to repair. Definitely something to be said for those older vehicles. Kiwi Mate Renovates, buy European. Yeah, the Europeans definitely tend to have a stricter privacy rules, I've noticed. Alright, so that's still going. And that's still going. Big fields. It's going to be fun doing the sugarcane harvest on field 8. I picked the smallest field, but it's still going to be fun. Yeah, that would do it. Snow is definitely classed as a fill type, and you can't put a fill type on top of a fill type. So yeah, that would be it. Yeah, the soil. No fun, sugarcane. Hate it. Even more than root crops. No, I'd have to say root crops are worse than sugarcane. We did that. That was the soil, was it? That why Europe and North Africa civilized while the rest of the Africa didn't. Yeah, you're probably right. Intensive farming, ploughing. And Gamer Pro, can you guess what just happened to my lawnmower? I don't know. Did it blow up? Hope not. Yeah, Kiwi mate, we're in a fertile land. Yeah, there's actually a very good TV series called Connections. James Burke wrote it and hosted it. And it was actually really interesting how different inventions would lead to another invention, which would lead to another invention, and he'd follow the whole course right through, from ancient times through to modern times. And that was really interesting. The cable for the self-propel broke, and now I need to replace it. But now brought the engine brake cable, and the drive is one part needed to replace both. Always something like that, eh? So do I have tractors or just like the game? From hang on, USS Liberty. Iran Contra affair. That's a mouthful there, mate. Do I have tractors? No, I don't have tractors, but I have driven tractors before when I was younger. I have worked on kiwi fruit orchards, and I actually have licenses for special vehicles with wheels and rollers, special vehicles with self-paying tracks, and truck and trailer license. So yeah, I do have affinity. I don't own tractors, but I have driven them. So yeah, I just like Farm Sim because it's a relaxing game. So many other games you get so hyped up and all that, that actually just nice to play a game and relax a little bit in it. Al Gore invented the internet? I don't know whether he invented it. He might have helped it spread a bit. But yeah, it is interesting. The internet was actually invented to provide a way of communication. So if one block got obliterated, i.e. by a nuclear weapon, the internet was designed to automatically reroute traffic so as to keep communications flowing. So yeah, there's a little bit of useless information. And yeah, Shane, do you also remember that with John Deere you pay the green tax? Oh yes, you do. You do. You pay more for it being green, that's for sure. Catching up. I have a 656 Hydro International and rebuilding a 1960s Ford Jubilee currently. Nice one. Yeah, I went to a vintage tractor show and I was actually really tempted. They had a vintage tractor up on auction. And I was really tempted to get it, but logistically getting it home would have been a bit tricky. So yeah, that's not something you can fit in your back pocket. I don't really have the equipment or friends that have the equipment to be able to bring a tractor home. And I probably would have had an awkward conversation with the wife. And Gamer Pro, now I know why I couldn't find that one cable, because it's not one cable, it's a double cable. Yeah, if you're looking for one cable and it has to be the two, then yeah, it would be difficult to find. Al Gore claimed to invent the internet. He also said Manhattan would be underwater by 2015. Yeah, I don't think Manhattan's underwater, so yeah. And USS Liberty, any new cars and tractors made after 2000 are manufactured pile of grief and electrical nightmares. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, most car faults are electrical now. And that is true, and so much of it you can't actually do anything with. Green is a scam. Yeah. And you want a 1939 Minneapolis Moline. Nice. Just gonna look that up. Just pulling up some pictures now. Oh, that would be an awesome tractor. And Shane, that's the best part of having an awkward conversation. You spend all your life savings on a tractor. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been it there, Shane. Definitely. And Kiwi mate Alan Clark told me to limit my showers to 3 minutes. Yeah. Well, everyone had ideas, didn't they? And 1930s were the future USS Liberty. Moline has air conditioning and can drive up to 40 miles per hour. Yeah, there was some really forward-thinking designers back in the 30s. Came up with some amazing stuff. And yeah, Shane, favorite tractor band was Alice Chalmers. They're really beautiful tractors. Yes, they are nice looking tractors. I know some people really like David Brown as well. For me, it's probably the classic Massey Ferguson. I think they were a nice looking, or the Ford, which was sort of based on the Massey Ferguson anyway, or a copy of the Massey Ferguson, should we say. Have you ever heard of Ford's hemp car or tractor that ran off of hemp fuel? No, but I know a lot of the old tractors were designed to run off whatever fuel was available at the time. They didn't need to have diesel or petrol. They could run on a lot of stuff. Yeah, we don't need gas stations. We can grow our own fuel. Yeah, if only it was that simple. Finally figured out why Red Bull Formula One team is struggling this year. And that is why the old Ford tractors were designed to do. Yeah, that's what the old Ford tractors were designed to do. And yeah, USS Liberty. I have a Maggie Ferguson that works on the front, and I use that has forks on the front, and I use for hay. Nice one. Nice one. It's because they have Ford engines in the cars now. Ooh, you be careful about what you say about Ford there, Shane. And Lamborghini 1R, that's a tractor. Yeah, Lamborghini, Ferrari made tractors, Porsche made tractors. Right, so this should be finished now, so that's good. Shane, they did actually make tractors. When I went to school, my woodworking teacher had a orchard, and he had a Ferrari tractor on it. In fact, I think they still do make tractors. Right, so I'm going to try something here. Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson had a Lamborghini. Let's hang on. I think I'm losing on the chat's moving too fast for me. Not complaining, just explaining. The 1R is Pure Beauty. Jeremy Clarkson's got a Lamborghini, yes. And you now learn something new, yep. Sounds like a pretty luxurious tractor. I've never really thought of Ferrari as being luxurious. They're more fast. But yeah, if I'm thinking of luxury, I'm thinking of Rolls-Royce and Bentley, Mercedes in some cases, but never Ferrari. Ferrari's never come across as a luxurious car to me. More of a utilitarian, built for speed sort of thing. And Kiwi Mate renovates. Fiat owned Ferrari, then it was more a branding thing. Yep. And then never been a fan of Ferrari or Lamborghini. That's USS Liberty. Shane, are we talking about Lamborghini? Well, Lamborghini make tractors and Ferrari made tractors as well. So, and there's a Nightbot spam. Yeah, Ferrari do make tractors now, compacts mostly. Yep, and that's the one that was on the orchard. It was a compact tractor. The Aston Martin for luxury and speed. Yes. Now, interesting. Aston Martin made or were connected to David Brown tractors. So when you see an Aston Martin DB7, the DB stands for David Brown. He was also the designer of the tractors. So there you go, connection between another supercar and tractor. I'm going to try something here. I want to skip one lane. Aston Martin, think of James Bond, definitely. Did you know Rolls-Royce makes nuclear submarines for the UK government? No, I did not know that. I know they make jet engines used in commercial and military aviation. But it's like the Korean brand Hyundai. They make a whole heap of different things. So we've got our corn harvest next month. We've got sunflowers coming up on our right there. Just a small field. Yeah, the Merlin engine, Rolls-Royce and the Spitfire, yes. Have you heard of Casey the car guy on YouTube? He ran for governor of Ohio and made a car called the Omega car. Runs on diesel and can drive New York City to LA in one tank of gas. No, I haven't heard of that one. I know diesels can be very economical, but they do put a lot of soot into the air as well, so they're not exactly eco-friendly, or as eco-friendly as they tried to make it out to be. Yeah, Hyundai make construction equipment. Has less carbon footprint than Tesla motors. Yes, well, the batteries are actually incredibly dirty and are not very eco-friendly. They manufacture the batteries, and then when they start dying, you got to find a way of disposing of them. So, yeah. And yeah, Kiwi Mate renovates. The sound of a Spitfire is beautiful. Yes, yes, it was. And USS Liberty. There's a reason they're making cars that are trash today. Yep. Lithium ion mines are destroying Africa. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of what's going on is just moving the problem to somewhere else. No field detected. And Shane, and transporting the car to its destination And planes, trucks, boats, so you're really saving the planet with an electric car. Yeah. Hard to know. Hard to know. Right, so in theory, we should be able to go down this lane ourselves. And we're going to be using the lime up at a horrendous rate. Not sure this is quite going to work how I wanted it to. Did I see a YouTuber took his Tesla and took the electric motors out and put a V8 engine in? Best video to watch. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I did see that one. Yeah, Kiwi mate. 27-litre V12 straight cut pipes. The sound. Yeah, the sound. Same engine that was used in the bombers also. Us men are really simple creatures. We are. As long as there's internal combustion engine involved, yep, we are. Okay, not sure what's happening here. It's not turning on. Yes, I've actually got a video of the tractor auction if anyone wants to watch it. It's the Morrinsville Vintage Tractor Show. It's up on YouTube under my channel. Hey Joel, yeah, my friends were throwing grass up in the tree the other day at school. It looked like a Christmas tree. Nice one. Yeah, it did. Don't know why. In 24 hours it saved the world with the hurricanes. Yes. The Spitfire got all the glory, but the hurricanes actually did the work. Yeah, I don't think it's actually night, but I think it's something to do with Social Stream Ninja. Because YouTube's actually allowed the comment, but Social Stream Ninja blocked it on the chat feed. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening there. Might have to do some investigation. What did I say this time? Yeah, I don't know, Kiwi, mate. You're just saying about the 24 hours that saved the world with the hurricanes. So yeah, I think you're talking about the Merlin engine and the hurricane. And Shane, I saw a video today where Mum said everyone says boys are easier to look after, but you forgot to mention you have to keep them alive. Very true. I've got Spitfires going around my speakers. The foreign spies can't hear me. Yeah, no one can hear anything when they're flying over. Yeah, definitely valid. So I wonder if he's going to do both headlands or... But once we've done this initial liming, get the words in the right order and in the right context, it helps. The liming should be a lot easier in the future because we won't have to apply so much, especially with precision farming. And Kiwi mate renovates, 1 more week of holiday, then August back to harvesting asbestos. Nice one there. Yeah, I haven't had any holidays, so... Hey FS Farmer, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Hope your Saturday morning is starting well. He is doing the out the 2 headlands, so that's good. And Kiwi mate renovates. I'm basically semi-retired now. Knees, hips, cognition, all need surgery. Yes. Yeah, time catches up on you, that's for sure. Yeah, FS Farmer, strong coffee, then physically moving the new PC to here. Hopefully done in time to watch Formula One qualify. Nice one. Hope you can get it done in time. And they say getting old isn't for the wicked. Yes. Oh, nice one. Hopped out straight into the trailer. Hey, Eric the Crazy Viking. Hello, welcome in. Great to have you here. Yeah, Kiwi mate, on the outside I'm a Spartan warrior, on the inside I'm a Greek ruin. Know that feeling. And Wasdale Time-Lapse, kia ora, hello, welcome in. Great to have you here. Got to admire your patience on your videos. Wasdale put a video up of him doing one of the towers, LED towers that he's making. And yeah, amazing patience. Now I need to sort out a repair station for this place too. Haven't actually done that yet. From what I remember, the default Giants options were pretty terrible, but yeah, might just check them out and see what they've got. I wonder if it helped Brave Reaper to sleep. I don't know if I should say this, but it helped me to sleep. Hey Bart, hello, welcome in. Great to have you here. Let's have a look here. I want to go into construction. And under tools. Yeah, we haven't really got much in the way of repair places. Vehicle workshop is only that one there. I'm just not entirely happy with that one. That one's just... it's too boring. There's not enough happening. It's just a building. There's no... no life to it. Although having said that, it would probably fit in there quite nicely. I'm sure I could find a crossplay mod that's more interesting than that. Yeah, Giants needs to work on their vehicle workshop, that's for sure. Fun fact, if you have a high-powered pressure washer, it's great for taking weeds off of the chain link fence. Great fun fact there. USS Liberty, thank you for that. And Bart, today I'm coming back from vacation. Nice one. Hope you had a great time. And Wasdale, it's quite all right to say it's not the most exciting content. It shows skill, though. It does show skill. All right, so we've got the tractor up here now. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, good night, Mr. Farmer. Thanks for having me. I'm surrounded by Argentine troops. I'm fixing my bayonet. I'll take care there, mate. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Always a lively chat when you're around. So, yeah, thank you for that. Wasdale, is there anyone else in the game with you today? No, I think the paid DLCs are a bit of a showstopper for a lot of people, unfortunately. But it's a kind of map that I've got to use this equipment because I don't use it otherwise. So yeah, so it's like a catch-22 situation. You know, if someone does have it, then hey, it'd be a good chance for them to use it. And if they don't have it, it's probably not worth them buying it just for this one map. So yeah. And yeah, hey, welcome to our newest subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Hope your Saturday is going well. I hope we can farm in GTA 6. Not sure. They tried it in SnowRunner, I think, and it didn't go that well. But then there's a rumor that the same people that make SnowRunner are actually working on a farming simulator type game now. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Because there is also another independent crowd that are working on a farming simulator. So there could be some competition here. Hey, and another subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Thank you for joining. Hope your Saturday is going well. So I've just put FS Farmer's link in the chat. Check out his channel. He does amazing things with courseplay and auto drive. Well worth watching. And I've just put in Eric the Crazy Vikings 1 2. And yeah, check out his channel. He does great things with wood harvesting equipment and excavators and that sort of thing. It's a lot of fun to watch. And yep, US Liberty. I want a horse and a dog in GTA 6. Well, you get both in Farm Sim. And you want a capybara in GTA 6. Wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? And we just put in Wasdale's time lapse. Check out his channel. Sorry for saying this, but I have to. Guaranteed to put you to sleep. It is fascinating. And yeah, you've definitely got some skill there, Wasdale. And Kiwi Mate renovates. He does some renovation videos and has a few other videos as well. Definitely check him out. Already put the herd in. So yeah, I think if I have forgotten anyone or you'd like a shout out, let me know. I'm more than happy to do that, especially if it is a simulation type channel. All the better. Sorry, I've been missing the chats. Where are we here? You can swim with turtles. It's going to be so cool. Yeah. Yeah, is this in GTA 6? I want a giant turtle, but they live up to 150 years old. So I'll have to have a beneficiary. Have to be a beneficiary for the turtle before I even buy it. Yeah. Yeah, they live a long time. And noise, is reality considered simulation? Well, there are some people that have that theory. Funny, I don't remember. Oh no, that's the case. This is the class. There we go. Similar color, especially in this light. Right. Okay, I think it could be a good time to save. And we will now go into the next month. Hey, Wasdale, that moon did some strange movements there. So I'm not too sure if we've got... Yeah, cows just haven't got any health in this field. I'm not too sure why. Looks like I was wrong. It's a tall crop of maize, but it's not ready to harvest yet. So we won't be doing that, but wonder... Oh no, this isn't ready to harvest yet either. Oh, that'll be why. We're in second day. I must have 2-day months running. I think we've done everything that we need to do. I think we'll just skip right through again. Yep, and Wasdale, I'm just waiting for the iron to warm up so I can get the first panel finished. I'll post a pic on the Discord. Oh, that'd be awesome there, Wasdale. Nice one. Okay, so let's have a look here. Ready to harvest. Yes, ready to harvest. Corn's ready to harvest, but the black bean isn't. This is the first time I've driven the Massey in this game, or on this particular map. I think it's one of the default pieces of equipment, but I haven't really bothered with it too much. And we are going to have a lot of black beans by the looks of it. So yeah, I don't know if you noticed in the mod hub there was a new mod came out where you can basically select the geo growth type areas depending on where you want to be: North American, South American, Central Europe, Northern Europe, and it would change the growth calendar and provide a bonus to the crops that are more readily grown in those areas. So I thought that was quite interesting, but yeah, not too sure how it works when you first enter into a map. Like all the crops are already pre-sown, so it could break a few things, I think. I'm definitely not keen to try it on my Whitcomb Park map. I might try it out on a new game when I first started up. But like I say, I am a bit worried that it will break too much when the game is expecting the crop to do one particular thing and then it's being told to have to do an entirely different thing. And he hasn't actually provided much detail as to what happens in the background when you do that. He just sort of says, oh, you know, crops might be out of sync or something, and it's like, well, yeah, it's going to be out of sync as soon as it happens. So looks like we've got some weeds growing, so I should probably get the sprayer out on that one. A lot of maps have their own, yeah, but when you start the map, they already start with their own. Whereas this one, you have to have when you start the map, you load the mod, and then you tell it after the map is loaded what area you want to use. So I'm not too sure how that will work. So I'm going to have to try it out, but not on my Whitcomb Park. I'm not keen enough, because I figure Oxygen David probably did a bit of a growth thing anyway on his own there on that one. So it's a great idea. It's sort of like having all the different geos from FS, what was it, 19 or 22, all wrapped into one tidy package. So like, oh, I'm on a Canadian map, prairie map, so I will use this geo. FS19 with seasons? Yeah, I don't think it actually needed seasons as such, but FS19 definitely had the best seasons. All right, we'll go and get that spray unit sorted. And get it working on the fields. Without summer form of seasons, there's no geo, as calendar is just plant harvest on to plant harvest anytime. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I had forgotten that. I have been, as soon as Giants incorporated their version of seasons, I have always played with seasons. I have never turned seasons off just to plant whenever I feel like it. So yeah, you're right. I had forgotten that about that FS farmer. And my apologies. I just had flashbacks actually of yeah, planting corn, harvesting corn, planting corn, harvesting corn, planting corn, harvesting corn. That's all I did. Corn and wheat, I think it was. That's all I did. It was just a continual cycle of that. seasons definitely made it a bit more realistic. Also kind of made it into a sleep simulator. Oops. Not looking where I'm going. Since FS19 seasons, I've never not used it. In fact, it would be weird. Yeah, it would be weird. Glad they've got a big yard in here. Alright, we'll put a little bit of herbicide in it and then let the worker buy the rest. Definitely a good map for this kind of machinery. Yeah, it was our time lapse. Yeah, it's fairly big. And yet on the Four Fields map, it didn't go very far at all. I'm actually taking this back because I thought I'd installed the weed seeker on it, but it didn't seem to be doing weed seeking. I'll see if I can customize it. Okay, I thought I had purchased that, but I hadn't. but I have now. No spatial awareness. Spending money like a woman in a handbag shop. Yes. Yes, I'd hate to think how much money I've actually spent. And I haven't sold any crops yet. Here we go, that's better. But what I can't quite figure out is why Giants has gone to all the effort of putting in tram lines and then not having the sprayer use them. I never quite figure that one out. Yeah, Joel, this is black beans. So I planted it because I'm hoping to get be able to harvest it before winter. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping to get 2 crops out of it. Yeah, I first noticed that when we were playing on 4 fields. It was sort of like we'd done the tram lines, and then it was sort of like, but the Nexat isn't lining up with the tram lines when I'm spraying. The sprayer doesn't work with the tram lines. And I thought that was the whole idea of putting tram lines in. Yeah, I've got 2 Nexat vehicles. Or 2 chassis. Yeah, you could make your own, but the trouble is the actual seeder is only seeds in between the wheels, so you're forced with those tram lines anyway. Doesn't want to go on, does it? Yeah, FS Farmer, I believe Elite used this method to get a realistic video out, as Giant's tramlines have right angle corners. Yeah. And Gamer Pro, that cable water protection was so hard to get on, I needed to pry with screwdrivers everywhere. Now it's in the hole. Oh, that's good to hear. Why is this not connecting? Trying to connect it on the wrong way, am I? Yeah, Joel, I would turn on crop destruction, but like I say, it's those tram lines are forced on you when you plant. It was a joke. I don't know what's happening here. Not forced, it's a setting you can turn them off. I'll have to double check on that. Because I sort of saw that was basically the seating area was in between the wheels. Yeah, trying to attach the harvester. It was on before. Hey Joel, gonna head off now. Thanks for the relaxing stream as always. Might pop back later. Yeah, no worries, mate. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. Right, come back later if I'm still fiddling with this machine. Yes. The way things are going, there's probably a good chance I will be. Is there nothing to activate the unit itself? That is a good question, Wasdale. I don't think there is. The theory is you should just be able to drive up like this. And they actually had it that you could use the O key, which works sometimes and sometimes doesn't. You know, we're talking about giant software here. Try turning it off and back on again. I have contemplated that. I have contemplated basically resetting it. I'm just going to try. See that? Yeah, you see how that's allowing us to connect? And you see, I'm wondering if it was because I disconnected it as a whole unit. I don't know. We'll see if that makes a difference. Man, these Nexats make that truck look tiny, don't they? I think it would be pretty amazing to see one of these in real life. Yeah, I usually don't have tram lines when I'm using a normal seeder, but I think with these, because they actually seed in between the wheels. Yeah, thanks FS Farmer. I think I'm going to need it with this machine. First time I've had trouble with connecting up to one of these. It's just hitting on that. Like it's not rising up high enough. Now, what can I say? Not going to work tonight. So I might actually call it a night tonight. It's 10:30, so yeah. I think I'll call it a night before I start throwing a whole lot of toys out of the cot. Thanks to everyone for being here. Appreciate it. Been great to have you all here. Been a lively chat. been fantastic. Thanks to all our new subscribers too. Thank you for that. Yeah, what about lowering the chassis when you are lined up? Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to see if there was something I could do with that, but it's not, seems to be happening. So, yeah, I might have another try at it later on after I've had some sleep. But yeah, thanks to everyone for being here. Appreciate it. It's been great to have you all here. I am enjoying this map. Maybe not so much the Nexats, but hey, I paid for them, so I'm going to use them. And just a reminder to everyone, this is a multiplayer. If you do have a Nexat and the Great Plains pack, then you are most welcome in here to help out. But hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you feel like sharing this with someone that you think might enjoy it, be my guest with that as well. But until next time, have a good day, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world, and whatever time you're watching this. And until the next one, bye.